Good afternoon, everyone. We have gathered here today to celebrate the high school graduation of a group of young men and women who have left an indelible impact on us all. Please join me in welcoming the Cheongna Dalton High School graduating class of 2025. Grads, you may be seated. Welcome, everyone. My name is Mr. Tyler Ryan, and I am the Assistant Director of the high school here at CDS. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to take a moment to recognize our guests of honor. Please join me in welcoming our guests of honor tonight, Dr. Park, our Senior Advisor, Mr. Jiho Park, our Head of School, Ms. Montalibano, our Director of Secondary, Ms. Che, the Director of our Business Team, Ms. Bay, our Communications Advisor. These individuals represent the very foundation of our school, and without them, we would not be where we are today. We thank you for your continued guidance and support. I would also like to recognize our faculty speaker, Mr. McMillan. Each year, we ask our graduates to nominate a member of the faculty who they would like to speak at this event. This is now the second time Mr. McMillan has been chosen for this distinction. This speaks volume to who he is as a person and the impact he has had on our school. Our orchestra conductor, Mr. Reed. I would also like to recognize Ms. Suman Lee and Mr. Christopher Martin, who will be helping us throughout today's ceremony. And Ms. Voon, who over the past year has worked so hard to plan and organize this event and support our seniors at every step. Finally, I would like to thank Mr. Chon, Ms. Kim, Mr. Jung, Mr. Kwan, and the dedicated team of parents and staff who devoted so much of their time and effort to make this event a reality. Graduating from high school is no easy task. 4 years of hard work and sacrifice have brought you here. High school is a time of change. It is a time of growth. You entered this school as young, bright-eyed freshmen, and over the years, you've grown wiser and more independent. You have become leaders, mentors, and role models. Tonight, you will become graduates. Let us begin our ceremony by taking a moment to recognize our seniors and the journey that has brought them to this moment.
Trying to break every single rule. Well, little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man. Can ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. Tomorrow like we think about now. Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like the women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go whatever
Thank you all for being here tonight and for allowing us to participate, albeit in a small way, in this important milestone. What's so funny? This is a very important graduating class for me, and because of that, I found it surprisingly hard to write this speech. Years ago, when Miss Voon and I were discussing our plans for the future, she made one thing abundantly clear. We are staying to see this group of students graduate, no matter what. If I'm honest, I thought she was being a little dramatic. But that is until I had the opportunity to step back into the classroom as your English teacher for grade 10. This was where that I got to see firsthand what exactly it was that made this group so special. And it is then that I started to realize that you were a cohort whose impact on our school would be felt for years to come. I think at this point, it's important for me to make a small confession. This is not the speech that I had initially prepared. Originally, I had something that was a little bit more traditional, perhaps a little cliched, ready for tonight. This past week changed my mind, however. And if I'm honest, it was the senior night we had just 2 nights ago that made me sit down and completely rethink what I wanted to share with you tonight. I no longer feel like the usual graduation cliches are accurate, and instead I would like to take this opportunity to speak from the heart about what I have learned about you these past 4 years, and 1 or 2 lessons from my own life that have helped me greatly, both as a person as well as a leader. One of the things I admire most about this group is your willingness to speak your mind and support one another when you feel it is needed. It takes a considerable amount of bravery to stand up to adversity, particularly when the adversity takes the form of a teacher, peer, or I'll even admit, an administrator. I'll never forget a conversation I had with Liz Kim. It culminated in her saying something along the lines of, "Respectfully, Mr. Ryan, this just isn't right." And you know what? After I had the opportunity to think about it, she was right. It's conversations like this that will go on to create meaningful change within our school. And believe me, with your group, these conversations were plentiful. But that's the whole point. Anyone can complain, but it takes true character to take a stand for what you believe in. Our school is now a better place because of you, and for that we are thankful. If you would indulge me, I'd like to share our own CDS origin story as a way of introducing what I consider to be the first life lesson I would like to share with you. Almost 7 years ago, Miss Voon and I were exploring new opportunities when I signed up to attend a job fair in Atlanta, Georgia. At the time, she had been offered a promotion at her school that was too good to pass up, which would have meant a year of us being long distance, which was a prospect that I was not looking forward to. To add to the pressure, she looked at the list of attending schools and identified only 2 out of several hundred that she would be happy with, one of which was CDS. So there I was, on my way to Atlanta, knowing that I needed to find a way to make sure that we would stand out among hundreds of other applicants. So what did I do? I spent the next 4 hours on that flight learning everything I could about the school, its values, and its team. When I arrived at the hotel where the conference was hosted, before it had even started, I made it my mission to find the CDS representative and make my case for why we were the right choice for this community. Thankfully, as you may remember, Mr. Musselman, in his bright pink suit, was easy to spot in a crowd. And just a few hours later, we were interviewing for a school that would go on to change our lives in more ways than we could have ever imagined. 6 years have since passed, and now I stand before you here in Dalton Hall, forever grateful for this moment that I get to share with you. So what's the point of the story? It's simple. Do not simply wait for life to happen to you. It is up to you to create your opportunities. And if you are persistent and willing to do what it takes to stand out from the crowd, then I can assure you these opportunities will be plentiful indeed. I know the path ahead will be challenging, so take with you these final words of wisdom to aid you in your quest. The only person who can define you or what you will achieve is you. The heights of what you can achieve are limited solely by your imagination. If someone doubts what you are capable of, take that as a challenge and let it motivate you to work harder to prove them wrong. The mistakes of the past are now wiped clean, and you have a fresh page from which to author your own story. Life is not always easy, but that is precisely what makes it worthwhile and meaningful. Every challenge we encounter makes us stronger and more resilient. Go forward knowing that you are prepared for what lies ahead and that you are capable of navigating whatever life throws at you. Above all else, heed these words. Be bold, be kind, and most importantly, be yourself. Please join me in a round of applause for the class of 2025. Before we move on to our next speaker, I would like to take a moment to recognize those who have earned 150 service hours or more. This is a momentous achievement, and it is a testament to your commitment to our school and making our community a better place. I would like to ask these students to stand up so we can celebrate your success. You may be seated. I would now like to call to our stage our head of school, Mr. Jiho Park.
Good afternoon. Okay. Unlike Mr. Ryan, my speech is more cliche because I drafted a week ago and then I asked ChatGPT, please revise it. Not too long, not too short. And it apparently gave me a totally different script, totally new one that I first drafted, from what I first drafted. And since then, I have practiced my pronunciation, which is not perfect. I tried to make it perfect, but I realized that the script doesn't really roll off my tongue. So I'll try my best. And I tried, but I can never memorize it, so I'll take a pick. And I may stammer, because I'm quite a bit nervous and sad to let you guys go. Please understand. And I might slightly improvise something new in here. So here it goes. Dear graduates, families, and faculty, today we gather here to celebrate the achievement, perseverance, and bright future of the graduating class of 2025. It is an honor to stand before you and recognize the incredible milestone in your lives. Graduates, today marks the end of one chapter and beginning of another. Over the years, you have challenged yourself academically and explored your passion and built friendships that will last a lifetime. You have also learned what it means to be part of a community, one that drives on collaboration, respect, and shared purpose. At Chongla Dalton School, we believe in preparing students not just for colleges and careers, but for a greater responsibility to engage with the world as compassionate, ethical, and courageous individuals. You are not just students, you are global citizens. In an increasingly interconnected world, your actions, choices, and leadership will have an impact far beyond the walls of our campus. The challenges of our time, whether environmental, social, or technological, require individuals who are willing to serve, to lead with integrity, and to create positive change. As you step forward into the next phase of your journey, I encourage you to embrace this responsibility, to be the voice of reason in times. Be the innovators who solve complex problems. Be the kind hearts that brings hope to those in need. Of course, none of us accomplishes anything alone. Thank you to the families who have offered unlimited support, the teachers who have guided and inspired, and the friends who have walked this journey alongside of you. Your encouragement has shaped these graduates into the remarkable individuals they are today. As you move forward, as kind of cliche, I would like to leave you with the quote of Nelson Mandela: "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world." Learn, continue learning. Equip the knowledge, use it wisely, and achieve your goals. Congratulations, class of 2025. Graduates, are you happy? Were you happy? If not, I'm sorry. Be happy. Yeah, it says never stop striving to be better than yesterday. We are going to be better than yesterday. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Park. Our next speaker was nominated by our graduating class to speak on their behalf. Please join me in welcoming our faculty representative, Mr. Miles McMillan.
Good afternoon. Everybody, please join me in taking a much-deserved breath. For everyone here, today is the culmination of much time, effort, joy, tears, and pretty much every emotion that can be stated. From COVID to changing schools to AP exams, you all have weathered the challenges thrown your way, and I am proud to be able to speak to the CDS graduating class of 2025. I would like to tell you all a story from my time in college. I was not dissimilar to most of you when I was in high school. I strived to get good grades so I could get into a good university, so I spent a good amount of time doing schoolwork. Thankfully, college afforded me a lot more time to do leisure activities. There were two that I spent the majority of my time doing, one of which is still very much closely associated with me, but the other may be less familiar to you. The man that you see on the screen right now is Paul George. He is a professional basketball player, but more importantly, he is the cover athlete of NBA 2K17, a basketball video game. I spent more time than I am comfortable admitting in front of all of your parents playing that particular iteration of that game. The reason why I did that was simple. What you see there is the ranking system for that game, and I wanted to be at the top. For a period of months, that was my primary goal. To do so involved winning 10 games in a row. I would get to 8 wins, start playing the game, then lose, restarting my process, which made me very upset. One day, the same cycle happened, and I ended up in a losing position. In a moment of weakness, my reaction to that losing position went something like this. I kicked the wall in my room and proceeded to continue to play. What I did not know at the time was my roommates had guestovers, so within 5 minutes of my reaction, I was greeted with 4 concerned faces coming into my room to see what all the commotion was. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering why I would tell you the story of my extreme reaction to a video game. There are 2 reasons. Up until this point, you all have been told what to do by either your parents or people like me, your teachers. You are now entering the first period of your life where you will be able to make your own goals, decisions, and really decide what you want to do. As a teacher, I do not have to impress upon you the importance of your academics. However, there is value to the experience you have that are non-academic. To many of you, my goal of winning 10 games in a row of that basketball video game does not resonate. But the pursuit of that goal taught me more than many of the things that I did in school have. The second reason I tell you that story is much more pertinent. No matter what goal you set for yourself, you will experience setbacks. You will date the wrong person. You will oversleep a test and not be able to make it up. You will lose a game of NBA 2K because the game decided that it did not want you to win. Some of the mistakes that you make will be minor and easily fixable. Some of them will be major and require a lot more effort to fix. And some of them you will not be able to fix at all. It is easy to look at all the roadblocks and setbacks that you experience and quit. It is equally easy for people to not align with the goals that you set for yourself. Those goals and the things that you want to accomplish are your guiding light. Surround yourself with people who align with them and make decisions that will aid you in pursuit of them. Understand that the emotions that you feel in pursuit of those goals, whether they be joy or sadness, are very real. Every adult in this room can tell you what it feels like to be the man in the video that you just saw. You may even feel that level of anger, sadness, or despair over a prolonged period of time. The most important thing is to not forget your goal, your guiding light. Life is a journey, so as long as you keep to that path, you will always reach that destination in due time. Take a moment to look around you. Surrounding you right now are people who have a lot of pride in what you have accomplished and the young adults that you have all grown to be. I am honored to be among the people who have been but a small part of your journey. Wherever you may go, you are forever bonded to the people who are sitting in this room with you. Congratulations again to the CDS class of 2025. 감사합니다. 앞으로 잘 되길 바랍니다.
Thank you, Mr. McMillan. Before we move on to the presentation of diplomas, we have a very special message for all of our graduates.
정아, 학교 생활하느라 고생 많았어.
아들, enjoy your college life.
졸업 축하해.
위야 노래할까요? 제일 좋다.
축하해.
예진아, 고생했어.
졸업 축하해.
이제 졸업 축하해.
항상 행복하고.
최고의 아들이자 동생 수여가
수고했다. 졸업 축하해.
너의 이름처럼 어디에서나 빛나는 사람이 되길 바랄게. 사랑해.
누나 졸업 축하해. 수수 그동안 고생했어.
우리 지수 사랑해.
사랑해.
승현아, 졸업을 축하해.
부자가 되는 것이 너의 꿈이지?
엄마 아빠는 너의 꿈을 응원해.
파이팅!
루빈아
졸업 축하해.
축하해. Good luck in college. 연희야 졸업 축하해.
엄마 아빠는 항상 네 편이야.
사랑해. 윤성아 졸업 축하해.
즐겁게 학교 생활을 잘 마무리해서 고맙고 새로운 곳에서도 잘 할 거라 믿는다.
윤성아, 고등학교 졸업이라는 한 인생의 한 단계를 마무리하게 되었는데 아빠는 이 마무리가 새로운 시작으로 이어진다고 생각한다. 올 가을 학기부터 낯선 환경에서 공부를 하게 될 텐데 그 환경에서 다른 사람들과 잘 어울리면서 윤성이가 하고자 하는 바 다 이뤄내기를 바란다. 아빠는 윤성이를 믿는다.
클로이,
즐겁고
아프지 않고
성취하는 대학 생활이 되길 바래요.
지우 졸업 축하해.
졸업 축하합니다.
지우야, 졸업 축하해.
아람아, 한국에서 힘든 시간 잘 견뎌내줘서 정말 고마워.
아빠 엄마는 늘 우리 아람이 편이야.
사랑해.
사랑해.
전아.
졸업 축하해. 보경아, 졸업 축하해.
보경아, 대학 가서도 열심히 대학생활 잘하기 바란다. 축하한다.
Congratulations, my love Kihyun, and graduate 2025. You did it, and go for it.
리아, 네가 최고야.
졸업을 축하해.
승준아, 고등학교 졸업과 성인이 된 걸 축하하고 앞으로 너의 밝은 미래를 응원한다. 화이팅!
Congrats, Hannah. Graduation is such a big accomplishment, and I'm so happy for you.
Hey Liz, congrats on graduating.
유민아, 멋지게 자라준 네가 너무 자랑스러워.
쫄지 말고 너 하고 싶은 거 다 해. 아빠 엄마가 항상 응원할게. 파이팅!
사랑하는 민소야, 졸업 축하해.
앞으로 꽃길만 걷기 바래. 사랑해.
서가, 졸업을 축하해.
우리 명석이의 즐거운 대학생활 응원할게. 파이팅!
파이팅! 사랑하는 오빠, 유나,
졸업을 축하해.
예원아,
졸업 축하해.
Best of luck in this new chapter of your life.
사랑해.
도영아 졸업 축하하고 사랑해.
도영아, 너 키우면서 정말 행복했어.
도영아 사랑해. 정원아 졸업 축하해.
정원이의 꿈인 노벨 평화상을 향해 화이팅!
도윤아, 네가 정말 자랑스럽다. 졸업 축하해.
앞으로 시간도 잘할 거야. 믿고 응원할게.
오빠, 졸업을 축하해. 엄마가 시킴.
이설빈 졸업을 축하해.
승빈아 졸업 축하해.
여준아 졸업 축하해. 앞으로 더 넓은 세상에서 여준이가 가진 꿈을 마음껏 펼치기를 바래. 항상 사랑한다. 우리 딸 파이팅. 사랑해.
은주야, 졸업 축하해.
건강하고 밝게 자라줘서 고마워.
항상 너의 꿈을 응원할게. 사랑해.
우리 은성이 졸업을 축하해.
몸도 마음도 건강하게 자라줘서 너무 고마워.
사랑해.
시우야 드디어 졸업이구나. 축하하고 재밌고 멋진 대학생활 응원할게.
정우야, 졸업을 축하해. 사랑해.
찬, 찬아, 졸업을
Congratulations on your graduation. The future is yours. Let's fulfill our dreams together in Sydney.
러시아.
준아, 졸업을 축하해.
대학 가서도 열심히 해. 항상 응원할게. 사랑해.
영민아,
졸업을 축하한다.
너의 앞날을 위하여.
Hey Jordan, congrats. We hope you have fun in college, and you know your family's always by your side. Just remember that.
다재다능하고 꿈이 많은 우리 아들 은준이 졸업을 진심으로 축하한다. 그리고 새로운 세상에 이제 나갈 텐데 힘차게 행복하게 항해 나가길 바란다. 엄마 아빠는 너를 진심으로 사랑한단다.
사랑해.
사랑해.
윤수야, 졸업을
축하해.
사랑해. 우슬 탈출. 제발.
수유가 이제까지 정말 고생 많이 했고 졸업 축하해. 사랑해. You did it.
서준아, 너의 졸업을 함께 할 수도 있어. 하나님께 감사해. 앞으로 너의 무한한 가능성 응원할게. 축복하고 사랑한다.
도영아 졸업 축하해.
새로운 시작을 응원할게.
사랑해.
세아 졸업 축하해. 사랑해.
하영아, 서영아, 졸업을 진심으로 축하해. 지난 4년 동안 정말 수고 많았다. 아빠와 엄마는 너희가 얼마나 열심히 살았는지 잘 알고 있기 때문에 너희가 너무나 자랑스러워. 이렇게 잘 자라줘서 너무 고맙다. 사랑한다.
졸업 축하해.
Hi, Daniel. I just want to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your special day and recognize the great achievement you have accomplished. This day marks a milestone in your life and the turning point to adulthood, and of course, the day all seniors dream about. Nearly your entire academic journey has been with CDS, so take some time to reflect on all the hard work you have done to get here and celebrate the steps you have taken along with your fellow students and teachers along the way. You have grown into an amazing young man, and I'm so proud of you and everything you have accomplished. I love you, son. Celebrate your day.
Hey, Nana. Congrats on your graduation. It's been great having you as a sister at home and a mentor at school for the past 12 years. Good luck on whatever is ahead of you, and I guess I'll miss you. Bye.
민호야 졸업 축하해.
우리 행복하자 아들 사랑해.
사랑해.
시연아 졸업을
축하해. 파이팅. 사랑해.
I would like to thank Mr. Chon and Ms. Voon for their efforts editing and preparing tonight's videos. We will now commence with the awarding of diplomas by our head of school, Mr. Jiho Park. Student names will be read by Ms. Sumin Lee and Mr. Christopher Martin.
Ryan Seong An.
Will An.
예진 부.
유천장
이치재
세연철
수혁철
늘하
지수홍
승현전
루벤정
이벳 서영진 이벳 화영진 이번 화영진
연희정
윤선정
Chloe Sewon Kang
지유강
아람 캠
채원캠
Claire Kim
기현캠
Cutie Kim
강준 킴,
한나 킴,
혜인 킴,
규민 킴,
민지 킴,
민소 킴,
명석 킴,
시윤 킴,
태윤 킴,
예원 킴,
도영고,
정원 곽,
도윤 리, 재현 리, 설빈 리, 승빈 리, 여준 리,
용주 리,
윤성 리.
하늘 림.
Daniel McCarthy.
시우문.
민호 명.
치효명.
정우 박.
은찬 파크.
인호 파크.
휴민 파크.
시온 파크.
연수 파크.
형민 로.
정현 로.
은준 신.
현비 신.
윤수선.
승혁성.
서준강.
Young-yoon.
I would now like to welcome tonight's final speaker and our valedictorian for the class of 2025. Please give a round of applause for Mr. Sky Ha. We would like to award Mr. Ha with a scholarship for his nomination as valedictorian.
After ages of assignments, procrastination, and uniform violations, after years of whining about SCL and sleeping through morning announcements, after enduring APs, SATs, and struggling to maintain our GPA, we have made it. I thank everyone for making this journey possible. Mom, for your constant love and guidance. Dad, for making my education a reality. My classmates, for being weird and brilliant in equal measure. And to Miss Voon and Mr. Ryan, thank you for supporting us in every way possible for the past 4 years. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to celebrate the commencement of the class of 2025. Special thank you to Madame Lee, Dr. Park, Mr. Park, faculty, teachers, parents. Without your ceaseless support, this moment would not have been possible. It is an honor to speak on behalf of these extraordinary students. Just a few days ago, as I attempted to write this speech, I kept coming into an halt. A good valedictorian speech, according to Reddit, has a unifying theme. But no matter how much I searched for it, there was none. It was only after numerous rewrites that I realized that there was no single quality that can represent our class. If we share anything in common, it is that we are starkly different from one another. We have our own perspectives, desires, and a sense of identity. For instance, it was just 2 days ago that I saw Oscar running around with a US flag featuring Chaewon from Les Seraphim. It was during that same day Mr. McCarthy returned and immediately reminded everyone of his infectious humor. While I cannot match the quirkiness of these two individuals, some of you might know me for figure skating or just being a class nerd. Such exceptional sense of individuality resonates through the class of 2025, and despite it, or because of it, we have built and solidified friendships to this day. Class of 2025, we have undoubtedly faced countless disasters during our time here. A pandemic struck us in 7th grade, transitioning us into online classes. Surely, this made some of us professional League and Minecraft players and masters at Control W. Then, ChatGPT emerged as an omnipotent tool, taking charge of writing the perfect email to extend the deadline when procrastinating. We survived a martial law crisis. We pulled through the transition from an A to an extending. The most threatening of all, we have made it out alive of a lunch line getting concerningly thicker each day. We have been through a lot. Our surroundings are changing rapidly, and each year is noticeably distinct from the previous. Are we unfortunate to enter society in a time when the economy, technology, and politics are changing so quickly? We see radical ideas circulate haphazardly, dragging individuals into extremism. We see people losing their authenticity as they desperately seek to belong to a group. We see traditional skills become obsolete as layoffs happen at the whim of corporate giants. While the current reality is unsettling, I believe that we are in fact fortunate. If we have already persevered through multiple crises, what can sweep us off our feet? Above all, our unyielding personalities allow us to stay true to ourselves, whatever others may direct towards us. With this perseverance, then, we must now progress to shape the world we live in. Whichever pathway you take, be at the forefront of change. Cherish and foster your character, and pursue what your heart desires. Do not bend to what others demand of you, and take each step forward with confidence. We are the class of 2025, and that is something that I say with pride. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sky. As we are nearing the end of our ceremony, I would like to recognize our teachers. Teaching is often seen as a thankless profession. It takes time, energy, and above all else, patience. Your role goes far beyond the classroom. You are our coaches, our leaders, our mentors, and all too often our therapists. Teachers, each and every one of you has played an important part in preparing these graduates for success, and your commitment to them has not gone unnoticed. Let us all give a round of applause for our teachers and staff here at CDS. And on that note, teachers, you may now exit Dalton Hall. Before we finish this ceremony, I would like to take a moment to thank the chairman of our board, Madam Lee, and our senior advisor, Dr. Park. Without you, we would not be here today, and for that, we are thankful. I would like to thank Mr. Jiho Park, our head of school, for your unwavering guidance and support throughout this year. I'd also like to thank Ms. Montalibano, the director of our secondary school, for your tireless efforts towards making our school a better place each and every year. And finally, here it goes. I would like to ask our students to please stand up and give a round of applause to your families who have sacrificed so much to help you make it to this moment. Class of 2025, this is it. This is the moment you have worked so hard for. When you exit those doors, you will no longer be CDS students. You will be CDS graduates and alumni. Take a breath, soak it in. Whoa, I'm nervous. Please stand up and take off your graduation caps one final time. You guys have some pretty amazing hats, so maybe you don't want to throw them too high. It is my honor to announce that on this day, the 31st of May, 2025, you have now graduated from Cheongna Dalton School. Congratulations. Graduates, please pick up your hats. You may now exit Dalton Hall. One final round of applause for Mr. Reed and all of our talented musicians. Parents, families, faculty, and friends, thank you for being here today on this special occasion. Please feel free to stay and take photos with the graduates at the designated photo booths and locations. And please have a wonderful day. Thank you very much.